Chapter 9. Now here's some notes from my phone. This had better be good, Neil. Oh, person reading this, I'm very certain that I haven't met any of your expectations yet, and probably won't, so let's let our bullshit machines rest for a while and not try and control the content of the book for us. That would be tragic. I already put bullshit machine in the title. What more could it want? Why am I about to type some notes from my phone into a book and make it an entire chapter? I don't know. It wasn't my idea. It was a universe download. It just came to me, like all the notes, so I accepted it and now I'm typing. Plus, you can't always do selfie therapy. If I had to guess, and I don't, but I'm choosing to, I'd say that there are some pretty good notes in there that I'm supposed to put on these pages for me to share. Another roll of the dice would make me type that I'm about to learn something huge as well, so my excitement level right now is through the roof. I'm not going to define each note or idea individually, but what I can tell you about these notes from my phone is that when I get an idea, or a thought that may be repeating, brand spanking new, or wildly interesting, I've taught myself to either type the thought into my phone or speak the thought slowly and clearly into it so I can get it out and not stumble on the words. Just doing that alone will help you build way more speaking confidence than you may currently have. And then, when the phone actually spells everything right, it feels like you accomplished getting your point across without having to yell at anyone. So, I guess there is an exercise at the beginning of this chapter that I didn't know about. Yay! I'll write it out before we get into the flow of the chapter. Practice speaking some thoughts into your phone, but make sure that it's not just a voice recorder. We'll do something even more badass with that later. Make sure you can see the words get typed out. The phone will not always spell it out right no matter how clear you speak, so don't let little shit discourage you from your personal growth. All this is another form of journaling, but it takes it to a different level, not higher, when you bring your language and speech into it. You are not judging what you're saying or reading, or how the phone is responding. Just speak some thoughts and see how you feel. When you read anything that you write or speak back to yourself, you'll get a larger sense of clarity of what you, yourself, are trying to say to you, yourself. It might even change the way you feel about something that has been nagging you for years. The truth is always there because it's you doing the talking. I'm not giving you the words, chants, or mantras to say because first, I don't really know any, and second, it wouldn't be transforming you. It would be the thing you're saying trying to convince you to transform. Make sense? Doesn't matter. You already bought the book. Take what you want from my notes. Many are random thoughts from lying in bed, taking walks, networking, and there are a ton that have interrupted me in meditation where I allowed myself to stop meditating for a second and get the thought out. Holy shit, I just realized that I've been writing this book for years. Just know that these are random thoughts that anyone can have and that, at the root, all of them are self-reflections. They're not words to live by. They're not any type of law or any sort that I follow. In fact, some of them seem downright stupid and full of victimhood. But having them there gives me a chance to release that back into the universe because those adjectives no longer align with who I am. Yes, they once did. It's another way to transcend the delusion of who we think we are. As I'm looking through my phone at what I'm going to choose to put in the book, I'm starting to get really nervous and excited at the same time because I only know the power these thoughts have had on me and not anyone else. Some of what you're going to read might be a few of my greatest epiphanies, but will be completely useless to you. And some of what I think is may bring a level of clarity to you that you haven't allowed yourself to experience in a long time. So yeah, I'm supercalifragilistic, excited, overly dosha-sorific. More made-up words, just like I promised. What's been in my head the past couple of years? Let's find out in no particular order. It's okay to want things for yourself. It's okay to be wealthy. It's okay to have and not struggle. I have no idea how to write a book. The more you have, the more you can give. Take care of your story. Be the one writing it. People like to talk about what they're good at, even when it's far from relevant to the situation. Feeling like I'm not part of anything. I've hidden the parts of me that people love about me for myself, so nobody can try and take that away. Quote, what do you want? I don't have anything for you. End quote. Lack of nurturing. You are responsible for what you do with the information you're reading. Dismiss what doesn't align when you're reading. If it feels close to an understanding, ask for a deeper explanation. Remember that many people will treat you in ways that make them feel better, and there's nothing wrong with that. No thought is dangerous if it is not identified with. It's honorable for a company to be non-profit, but when a human being does it, they're called lazy and unproductive members of society. A bad idea is like a fart. You can run around blaming people and seeking justice, or you can let it pass knowing that the air will be clear soon. When I leave work, I go home and think about all the things I would do if I didn't have to work. Do your thing no matter what. I'm being an awesome dad to my inner child. Don't look for gratitude from anyone. Give it from within. Recognize your pity program. Slow down. Create no more stories. It's okay to think how you want, even if someone makes fun of you for it. School taught us to remember and repeat the information that we were taught. The news is teaching the exact same thing. Everything has a purpose. Happiness lives inside of you. People that have not forgiven you may not have forgiven themselves. Never take it personally. Don't hesitate to forgive.
Gratitude for existence.
It never mattered if anyone thought my work was any good. I just went home and got in trouble anyway. Some people get mad at me because I'm not interested in what they're doing. Guilt about wanting or needing financial abundance, feeling greedy when I'm struggling financially. You can believe what you want, but I'm going to tell you the truth first. Cancel LinkedIn Premium. You have permission. You don't always have to try your best. Be the best you while you're doing the thing you're doing. Have fun, dude. There's nothing to figure out. The thing just is. Bullshit Machine thinks we got it too easy. If you use this money I'm about to give or loan you under my belief system of how money should be spent, then you can have it. Otherwise, I don't trust you. The pharmaceutical companies promise to fix chemical imbalances in psychiatric patients. Thought is a chemical reaction. It's an illusion. Humans poison each other for profit. Just because I'm not your version of what you want me to be, doesn't mean that I'm not my version of what I want me to be. Much of my anxiety has been caused by wondering why people do the things they do. It's the bullshit machine worrying about other bullshit machines. Don't take anything so serious. Breathe. The bullshit machine doesn't feel worthy of anything when I'm resting. I love living life in my highest creativity. You've been told that you're doing it wrong since you were a kid. Breathe and be in this moment. The other thing is just a voice that's not real. You have permission to get dirty. Is it a problem? Or does the bullshit machine need something to solve? Can't be happy unless she's happy. My happiness, success, joy, love, health, wealth, and peace reside in me. People will sometimes use my honesty for their own benefit, and I love that. Meditation. Sit down. Shut up. Breathe. Be. That's how hard it is. What is my reward for being right? Be really happy for people when something good happens. Practice watching game shows. When I defend myself, I've been defending the victim. Feels like I'm the one messing with me. It's not selfish to ask what you want, so you can know what you want. I've used doctors to help make up stories about the sensations in my body. Ego makes you think you're fighting the outside world, but it's the one coming up with all the challenges. You just beat the shit out of me, and now you're asking what's wrong? Conversation in my head before I quit my job. I love my job. Really, if you could quit right now and increase your income and better your lifestyle, would you? Yes, I would. Then there's your answer. Go do that. Love the skeptic in your head. Space Force. Build robots to fight each other in space and then tell other real suffering human beings that there's not enough money, food, or housing to go around. Someone having an outburst in front of you is looking for attention. They need your power to continue. People will take something away just so they can give it back and let you know how much they did for you. Self-serving bullshit machine actions. Be grateful in all the beautiful ways that you know how to be grateful, not how other people tell you to be grateful. Gratitude is never to please someone's bullshit machine. I work for the universe. I help people awaken from their victim stories. I think there needs to be less talking and more not talking. Instead of wondering how long the sensations are going to last, just feel them because they're here. Oh hey, long time no talk, am I right? While I was waiting for you to finish reading the notes, I decided to keep writing the chapter, so you had some more words to read. So, what did you think? I chose to put a different mix of emotions, telling myself future stuff to remember, old memories that came in the form of a victim statement, stuff I admitted to myself, some comedic opinions, and probably even some hilarious memes I can't wait to see, to give you the idea that there are no wrong things to write down. God only knows what any of these mean to you, but if I type them out, then they're meant to open doors and to remind you that all of our thoughts are okay, and that some of them can be quite powerful. Those were mine, but now they're ours, because I shared them with you, whoever you are. It's important to remember that you never have to share your thoughts and feelings if you don't want to. I chose to share them here because it benefits me, and hopefully you, the reader, the people around me, and the situation. Practicing getting your thoughts out will help you clear the clutter in your mind so you can think and act to the best of your abilities in any situation. When you know what your thoughts are, you give yourself the ability to realize you might have been carrying around opinions about this stupid Space Force thing, and avoid starting a Space Force argument where a Space Force argument is not necessary. Star Wars, trademark, came out the year I was born. My bullshit machine has been programmed to believe we have an enemy in space too. That doesn't make it real. For questions and answers about how dumb I think Space Force is, please send an email to Neil at Leave it alone, Neil. Okay, I got it. Oh well. I guess this is as good a place as any to start the next chapter.